Hello, magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of Gangstar Magician Tarot. I'll be your host, the Gangstar Magician himself. I'm here to deliver you your message. Might as well. Everybody in the club gets saged, brother. We all sage you. You're all saged. Alright, we gotta sage you before you come in. We don't want no bad energy in here, brother. That's what we tell these people. Then we give an open hand smack. No, we don't do that. We're not like that. We don't do stuff like that. We're good people over here. Good people. Nice people we are. Trust me when I tell you. We grant wishes and things. We like to do stuff like that for you. You know? Why wouldn't we? We love you. We think you're the best. We think the world of you. That's what we say. One second. Let me fill my tea. Okay, I am back. Figure why not? You know what? Yeah, get a couple glasses, my tea over here. All right. So let's get this party started, right, Archangel Michael? He said, absolutely, brother. He says, I really like this new setup you have here. He says, I like it. He says, look, you got this big piece of egg. Look at this. He says, nice big piece here. He says, that's a nice manifestation piece. And he says, you also got this nice amethyst candle thing or something. It's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. We like it. We like stuff like that. I guess we're crazy, though. This one lady told me I'm crazy. She said I'm crazy. I said, yeah. I said I would rather, I said I wouldn't want to be anywhere else than out of my mind. So yes, I guess I am crazy. And I laughed and I walked away. And I said, don't ever talk to me again. I don't have time for your nonsense, lady. Get out of here. So yeah, let me open my heart to you. Yes, of course. I welcome in any and all unconditional love because that is what we do here. It's all about the love here, okay? It's all about the love. We don't have to worry about anything else but love, okay? Because anything bad is taken care of for us. We don't have to roll around the mud with nobody. That's why when people do bad stuff to us, we look at them like this. We say, my man, because you know what's going to happen to them. All right, that's why you tell my man, you know exactly what's going to happen. It's usually never good. Never ends out good for those people. And then they blame you for it. They want to say it was your fault. It was your fault. Okay. See what we're working with then. All right. Got this Knight of Wands. It's been coming up a lot. You have that passionate, that fearless, that adventurous energy. Okay, everybody sees that. I mean, if you can't see that, then you must be like Ray Charles, perhaps. Okay, because everybody knows you are this Empress. Okay, if they can't see that, then perhaps they're like Stevie Wonder, because everybody should see that. Okay, because this is all very, very obvious. This is all very, very amazing. You know who really does see this? That really sees this passionate, fearless energy of you, this Empress? This King of Cups, of course. Your King of Cups, they love you. Okay, they're back to their original form now. Good, let's keep them there. All right? Perhaps maybe they had to go to the Five of Pentacles. They had to lose everything. Okay, perhaps maybe they had to have their ego killed as King of Cups. But now they have nothing, but they're just happy. They just want to love. Okay, that's fine. We'll take you like that because we have a Four of Wands here. There's a happy home, celebration, milestone. Perhaps maybe this King of Cups has come to their senses and now knows that you are the one who is the best around, okay? And that is why they see you with this Ace of Wands, this urge to create these new projects. Perhaps maybe they have an urge to create with you. Maybe they want to procreate with you. Who knows? But just know things are moving along for you. And you are clearly being viewed as an Empress, okay? And it doesn't take a blind man to see that, okay? Trust me when I tell you. So, yeah, seems good to me. I'm pretty happy with how things are going for you. Right or wrong. I mean, look, things have been moving along for you. Seems like you're starting to get your confidence up a little bit here. It seems like you're starting to, there's a little, you're not as upset as you were. You're more relaxed. That's a good thing. I'm very happy, all right? Keep coming back, brother, because you will keep being that way. You'll keep being the best version of yourself because you are reaching that consciousness. You are getting that 8th house consciousness here, brother. Okay, you are part of this crew. Okay, you're a mate guy. Trust me when I tell you. You should be happy to be a mate guy. It's an honor. It really is. It's not something you could just be given. Alright? You have to earn it. You have to be viewed as certain way. And that's how God looks at you before he makes you a made guy. In the 5D I'm talking of. Okay, I'm not referring to the 3D because we don't do things physically. We mind our business in the 3D. We know about the law of karma. We know about the law of cause and effect. Perhaps one day I will explain it to you in more detail, okay? Because I have a lot of information to give people, but I don't know if that's what people are looking for right now, okay? So let me know if you ever want some educational type, stuff. Perhaps I could put stuff together for you. I could give you all the information you need, okay? Because that's what I do. Because I love you. I think you're great. I think you're the bee's knees, okay? And that's why, I like you. I really do. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here with you, okay? So let's get an overall energy here, God, please, and thank you of the Divine Feminine Collective. Thanks. Okay, what is the overall energy here for the Divine Feminine Collective? Okay, you know who the overall energy is? Your main man, Death. He's here again. Okay, he's back, and he's got a couple questions for whoever came up against you. Okay, remember this. This is your Luca Brasi, okay, brother? Ain't nobody fucking with you, okay? This is what it comes down to. Death, they love you, okay? There's never no need to be scared of death, okay? They're never gonna hurt you, okay? Believe me when I tell you. They only want to hurt people who hurt you, okay? And that's fine. And you know who else is here? They were also here last reading, and Death, this King of Swords, because they see everything. Okay? And they also see that you're a great person, that you went through. Death has every right to go approach these people and wants answers. He wants answers, Death. Death wants answers, he says. He knows what they did, and he wants answers. That's what he said. And, these people, they didn't want to talk, but they're going to talk. All right? The King of Swords says they're going to talk. We're going to make them talk. All right? So these people, they're going to have to talk. They're going to have to explain what was inside of them that made them want to do this to you. We're gonna have to kill their ego that way. All right, they're gonna have to get down on their knees. Okay, they're gonna have to see this Ace of Pentacles reverse, that they missed their chance. They lost their opportunity with you. Okay, because they wanted to fuck around. They wanted to play games. They wanted to act like big shots. They wanted to laugh behind your back. They wanted to attack you. They wanted to group up, do moon magic. They wanted to dance around. They wanted to chant your name. They wanted to put your names in jars. They wanted to put you in freezer spells. They wanted to do kitchen magic. They wanted to do this. They wanted to do grave mark magic. They wanted to do death magic. What else am I missing? Beauty magic. But they did every fucking thing, these motherfuckers, okay? And look where it got them. Got them all the way back to hell to never be seen or heard from again. You know where it got you? It got you a foundation built on a 10 of cups, okay? That's all that got you. All that attacking, all you went through, all of that only made you the best version of yourself. Now look at you. Now look at you. Look at you. You're beautiful. People love you, they said. They said you're the best. They said they never seen nothing like you. They told me. They said they never seen a magical gangster before. I said, yeah, well, they're here. We're here. I said, there's quite a few of us, too. I said, we reside in that 8th house over there. That house that you guys always call the cops on. You know that house there? Nice people. We're all nice people. You called cops. Always saying it's this and that. You're always complaining about something. Yeah, well, guess what? Those cops see that there's nothing going on at that 8th house. So they went to your house and they said they know that's what's really going on. So it was like you're projecting onto this 8th house. But now Death is here because he doesn't want to be projected onto anymore. He doesn't like what you did to us. He doesn't like it. And when he don't like it, he takes care of it. Because he is the end-all, be-all of this situation. Okay? That is why he's our main enforcer here. Why else do you think people don't want to fuck with the 8th house? Because now, Death is going to make an example out of a couple people. And they're going to realize they're not going to be calling the cops on the 8th house anymore. Because the cops can't help you anymore. Because Death is here for you. And there's nothing you could do. So go ahead. Call the cops. Alright, because nobody's scared. Because we have a foundation built on the 10 of cups. Okay, what are you going to tell these cops? What can you say? What are you going to say? What is your case? How do you know? How do you know this person's speaking of you? How do you know about this? Why are you watching this person? Well, I thought you said this person was a kook. I thought you said they were a nut. Why are you so engrossed with them? Why are you so obsessed with this nut? Okay, that you say. Okay? Why are you so? Because I'll tell you why. Because they're so greedy for pentacles, because they don't want you to get what's coming your way. They didn't want to share the wealth. They took from you. They stole. You were supposed to be gone by now. They were supposed to absorb this money. They said you were crazy. They said you couldn't take care of yourself. They said you weren't able to handle money. You weren't able to do anything. This is what these people said, okay? They said this is how they destroyed offers for you. They destroyed everything, okay? They wanted to take this from you because they knew what your destiny was. They knew. They were just so jealous of it. Instead of, nurturing it and wanting to be a part of it, they would rather take it away from you and give it to somebody they don't even know. Isn't that something? Isn't that something that you have people like that around you? 8 of Cups, these people, but you abandoned them. You're done. You moved on. You don't need this. You escaped. That's what you did. You escaped. Not only have you escaped from LA and New York, but you've also escaped from this fucking twin flame journey bullshit. Okay? This karmic energy. You escaped. You're just very much an escape artist. You're a Houdini of sorts. You're a gangstar magician, I heard. Perhaps a magical gangstar. I don't know. One of the two. One or the other you are. Believe me when I tell you. That is who you are. Okay, now 7 of Cups in reverse. Now they're checking in for realignment. They see that they don't. There's no confusion here now. There's no options. You were never an option. Okay, they're clearly seeing this with the 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so yes, I like a 7 of Cups in reverse because that clearly shows me that there is no more of this indulgent confusion. Okay, this is that King of Cups. They're not looking at things the way they were once. Okay, they are a lover. Remember that. Okay, so they were tricked into thinking that multiple lovers would be better. They would get more love that way. But they see that that's not the case. They see that the only love was with you. You were the only one who really loved them. They know that. They know that. They always knew that. Okay, now they see that sacred sexuality that they have now, they are literally drooling over it. Okay, that's what they want. They want to be with you multiple times a day. They said they can't think of anything else, is what they tell me. Okay, well, guess what? You're gonna make them drool a little longer, okay? Because they could wait a little longer. They're not gonna just get that, okay? You gave yourself freely at one time. Now you're not free no more. It's not free to get to you. Okay, it's going to cost you. Okay, and we need to see results before anybody comes around us. That's right. That's what you tell them. All right, we'll talk to you, but we need to see results, King of Cups. But 7 of Cups in reverse, that's a good start. Okay, so good for you. Keep it coming. Okay, I don't know if I missed that bottom card or not. But whatever, we're good to go. Because everybody loves, okay, so we have this 4 of Swords in reverse here. So somebody here now is exhausted and burnt out. There's a very stagnated person here. So there's also this 4 of Pentacles. So this being this greed, trying to hold on. So it's telling me that it's pretty much they're losing everything. Everything is going with this missed opportunity, this Ace of Pentacles, this lost opportunity, and then you also have death here. So the end is here for whoever this is. And now 7 of Cups in reverse, there is no confusion. You were never an option, okay? You were never an option because you're 7 of Pentacles. You always had a long-term view. You always stayed hard-working. You always were perseverant. You never, ever let yourself get, you got discouraged at times, but you never gave up. You really never did. You never sat in your head and you never said, God, why? You never cursed God. That's the thing. All this bad stuff that kept happening to you, you're like, why does this keep happening to me? Okay, you said, and all these people that are doing bad, all this good stuff, what is this? It could almost have changed you. It could have made you believe that maybe bad is the way to go. You kept seeing it. You're like, wow, I keep doing good, and I keep getting, and bad things keep happening to me. That could have really, that usually makes most people go bitter after, and especially, that could happen after one time, people could go bitter, but this happened to you time after time after time. I mean, it was like you would build yourself up, and then it would get knocked back down. You build yourself up again, get knocked back down. It was like clockwork. As soon as things started going good for you, something bad happened. It was like, as soon as you got your confidence up, something came and knocked you down. As soon as you, say if you were on drugs, as soon as you stopped doing drugs for a while and everything was going good, then you go relapse. Why did that always happen? Why? And then we found out, you know why? Because people were projecting that onto you. People were wishing that on you. You weren't protected at that time, though. Remember, you were not a Queen of Swords. You didn't have boundaries. So people were able to project this negative. They waited. This is how they got you. Because they're happiness haters. As soon as they seen you happy, they hit you with something. They hit you with a spell because they knew you weren't protected. Okay, they knew you didn't have crystal protection. They knew you didn't even understand what this was. Okay, you didn't understand. You didn't have sage. You didn't understand this, but they knew about this stuff. They were doing moon magic, chanting, doing all types of stuff. Okay, causing you all types of fucking chaos, stealing your energy, whoring your energy out. Really, they were selling your energy. It's like this was a really sick thing that these people were doing. It's sad, but don't worry, because it made you the best for you. They did more for you by doing what they did than they could have ever did by nurturing or helping you. Trust me when I tell you, because you didn't need this. You didn't need these people anyway. Okay, this is what you got out of them. You played them. Okay, you played them thinking they played you. All right, that's the best part. They thought they were fooling you, but you were really fooling the fool who thought they were fooling the fool. Okay, that's what you did. You fooled that fool. Yes, you do. Okay, because you are a Knight of the Cups. Okay, you're a very romantic, charming, creative person. Okay, it's very clear that's what you are. Okay, people really enjoy this Knight of Cups energy. It's a very, very, very inviting, approachable energy that people really like. You make people feel warm and fuzzy for real. Okay, you make people, and remember that. Hold on. People never remember how much you had. They only remember you by how you made them feel. And you make people feel good. Okay, you make them feel really good. Okay, and now whoever came up against you is in the Eight of Swords. Okay, because they know how good you make people feel. Okay, and they're not going to get to go. They're going to not get to be a part of that. Okay, because what they did, they made their stance perfectly clear with you. Okay, they said that they didn't. You were nothing. You were this. You were that. They said that they made every lie up in the book about you. Okay, now you're standing straight in front of them and saying, "Okay, I'm right here. Please elaborate further about these lies." It was a little easy when we were down or out or incarcerated or whatever it was. It's a lot easier to say these things, but now when you're out and about and you're doing the best you can, and you're looking the best you ever have, you're the best version of yourself, and people clearly see you, would like to know who came up with these stories? Where did they come from? Where did they originate from? What's the motive? What were you getting out of this? You got to tell us. We already know, but we want you to hear from your mouth. Okay? You're going to have to kill your ego, karmic energy. You're going to have to get down on your knees. And you're going to have to beg. You really are. Okay? Because we want to know. We want to know what side of you made you feel this, that you wanted to hurt a nice, lovable Queen of Cups. What made you want to do something like that? Now, you're stuck. Because you never thought that Queen of Cups was going to get back up. They were nothing but a Queen of Cups, you said, right? They got no value. That's all they are is a Queen of Cups. That's what they told your counterpart. That's all they bring to the table. They can't do anything else. They're crazy. So they said they're crazy. That was their favorite line. You're crazy. Don't seem so crazy to me. Seem pretty balanced. Pretty under control. I would like to know who these people are that said you were crazy or agreed to you being crazy or signed off on you being crazy or felt that you were a danger. I just like to know who are these people. Okay, because now you are recovering from financial loss, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, whatever these people cost you, because that's what they did. They took everything from you. They made you lose everything. I mean, whatever it was, they probably falsely imprisoned you. They fucking set you up. They did anything possible to get you in a bad spot. Is what they did. Okay, but you're still ticking here. If these people couldn't deal with just this much of what you dealt with, and trust me, I know what you dealt with. Okay, because I've dealt with what you dealt with too. I didn't deal with everything you've dealt with, but a lot of us dealt with very similar situations. Okay, and it takes a real person like you to come back from what you were put through. I mean, the stuff that you were put through, normal people won't understand it. Okay, especially being a part of the 8th house crew. Okay, because that is all taboo stuff. Magic. Okay, people don't want to hear about this gang stalking. They don't want to hear about this witchcraft. Okay, but that's exactly what we've all been dealing with. Okay, but nobody wants to do nothing about it because it's not illegal. Okay, and nobody's going to look into it, and they're just going to say you're crazy. Oh, they're crazy. Look, they think they got all these witches after them or something. It sounds funny though, right? Until you really see it, and then you're like, whoa. But then you got to find a way to approach this without coming off crazy. You got to beat these people with their own medicine, okay? See, the fact is, you can't roll around the mud with them. Just do what you're doing. Keep being who you are. Remain that hermit energy and be the best version of yourself. That's the greatest revenge you could ever get on these people, because their whole fucking life revolves around destroying you. Okay, just remember that. And you being the best version of yourself shows that what they're doing is not working. And by that not working, that shows a lot of people around them that doesn't work. So all the confidence of that working goes out the door, okay? And that is how this new age gets ushered in, okay? This new age of Aquarius. No more of this age of Pisces, this, manipulation of spirituality that we had. This was. This whole age was a manipulation of spirituality. They knew things that we didn't know and used it against us to keep us down and keep themselves in power. And now that doesn't work anymore. So what do you think is going to happen? And you're one of the most powerful people now around. And you're so fair and you're so loving. And you're just really a beautiful person. And you have death here backing up because you're a death angel. That's what you are. This is who we work for. This is our department. This is our supervisor. And he loves us too. He says we're great. He loves us. He loves what we do. And he actually takes care. He's one of those bosses that he fights for you. You know what I mean? Like, he's not one, he won't sell you out. If somebody comes and they disrespect you at work, he'll take care of that customer. Tell him to leave, don't come back. You tell him, we don't want your business. Okay, you're not gonna come around here and talk to our 8th house crew like that, because they have an urge to create. They have new projects here. Okay, death, they know what you're all about. They know your creativity. They know you're this Knight of Cups. They know you're recovering financial loss. Listen, death is a very fair individual. They know who's good. They know who's bad. Okay, they know who's going to have to go in certain ways. Sometimes it's unfair. Death understands that. But that's not death. That's karma. Okay, because there's past lifetimes that people have done stuff that have to answer for. And there's something that you had done in the past lifetime that you had to answer for this lifetime. This is what happens. This is what these people don't understand. Like, some of these people, but a lot of the ones that they're dealing with you right now, they are having to deal with these consequences of karma now, because you're in good karma mode. Okay, you're a pure and innocent Queen of Cups who was being continuously attacked, nonstop, by a whole community of people, and you're still look at you. You still look really good to me. Trust me when I tell you. And you're the best version of yourself. And I love you. Trust me when I tell you. You have that urge to create. You're an inspiration. People are inspired by you. They see you. When you walk in a room, heads turn. Okay, because you have that energy. Okay, now 4 of Cups reverse. Somebody's suddenly aware. They want to choose happiness. You're their happiness. Okay, they want to choose you. That's whatever. That's fine. See, I hate that nonsense because, you're suddenly where you want to choose. But whatever. If that's what people want to do, let them choose you. No need to get upset. No, it's, now you want to choose. No point. Oh, okay, good. Well, we'll let you know. That's what we tell people. You choose us now. That's like have it being at whatever this was. It's like a job interview. And you went up against somebody. You were just as, whatever it was, more than qualified for the position, but the other person perhaps maybe knew somebody, and they got a little bit of a, perhaps they were a little more, higher class than you, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe their family was in higher places. I don't know what it was, but somehow or another, this person got the job over you, okay, when you should have clearly gotten the job. But you got a new job. You went and did your own thing. You created something else. Okay, you're somewhere where you're appreciated. Okay, now this job that picked somebody else, now they want to come back to you and they want to say, hey, we're sorry. We actually wanted to pick you. We made a mistake. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. But I'm over here now, so I guess I'll let you know. See you later. Sorry. Bye. What else would you like us to say? Do you expect us to just ditch the people that were loyal to us and then go to the people who were not loyal to us? Because that would be very much, that'd be a bad look. Wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you concur with that? Yes, I would. Okay, and that's why this Ace of Cups is here, okay? Because you are a Nine of Cups. You are getting your wish come true. You are a wish come true. You're building this foundation on the Ten of Cups, okay? You are getting this Two of Cups. You have this King of Cups. It's all about the cups, but you don't give a fuck about this Pentacle stuff. Because you know the Ten of Cups creates abundance. You're not stressing about anything. You're fine. Everything is fine. You don't need everything, okay? You just need what you need right now, and you're good. Everything that you need and want will come your way. And we know what you want. And we know you're not greedy. We know you're not. We know you just want love. We know you just want this Two of Cups. You just want a comfortable life with somebody you could love. Somebody you could go home with and lay down with, hug and just cuddle with and hold their hand. Just be happy to see them. Just wake up. Yes, we know that's what you want. Okay, we're going to get you that. Okay, so just hang in there. Keep being right. Keep doing the right thing. It's all going to fall in play for you. Trust me. I wouldn't be here telling you this if it wasn't. What am I getting? What am I getting out of it? I just want you to be happy. That's all I want. Okay, I just want you to be happy. Okay, I'm Page of Pentacles, and that's why we're trying to manifest this for you. We're trying to speak this into existence. Okay, that's what you're doing. You're going to continue to manifest. You're going to continue to block whatever negative energy. You're going to continue to just be the best, okay? And you're leaving this behind, Six of Swords. You don't need this nonsense no more. All right, you clearly showed you don't need this. These people need you, okay? That's why they're coming for you now. That's why they're telling you, well, we made a mistake. Well, what happens when you make a mistake? I mean, you don't always get the right answer after that. You got to go, work your way back into our good graces, perhaps. I don't know. Do something. Show us. We don't need you. That's the whole point. You're a Queen of Pentacles. You don't fucking need. This is the whole point of this, was they show these people you don't need them. Now they know. They know, and they know when they fuck with you, bad things happen, karma and death come their way. That's another thing that's needed to be seen. So realistically, this was all a positive. Everything that came out of this is a positive. You may have dealt with a lot of negative at the beginning, but just remember that's transmuting. Okay, you dealt with a lot of negative, but all that negative now is turning into a positive. All that negative turns you into who you are, and that's a big, big positive. Okay, and all it is, Page of Wands reverse, make these characters over here, this, burnout, exhausted Four of Swords people, okay, they have no direction, okay, because they're burnt out. I mean, what are they going to do? They don't even know. They're off their path. They're off the spiritual path. They missed their opportunity. They lost their chance. Somebody around them, suddenly aware they want to choose you, their happiness. They see you're recovering from financial loss. They see Six of Cups, how unconditionally loving you are. You have the ability to unconditionally love. Okay, you don't unconditionally love everybody, okay, but you unconditionally love who you're supposed to unconditionally love. And what that means is that you won't be with somebody unless you unconditionally love them. There's no point. What's the point of being with somebody in a conditionally loving relationship? You can't count on that person, because things are always going to go bad eventually. And if you don't have somebody you can count on that's just going to bail out on you when it gets tough, that's not worth it for the present. You need somebody who unconditionally loves you, that when things are down, the chips are down, that you can look over and you're like, yeah, all right, we could do this. We'll get everything back. We'll be fine. You know how much better that is for you? Like, and this is what people, they overlook that. But now they're going to lose everything, and they're not going to have anything. They're all going to be feeling alone. They're all going to turn on each other, and they're all going to see what it's like, okay? They're all going to realize the value of unconditional love. They're all going to beg you for forgiveness. You're just going to say, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. Thank you. Thank you, we say. All right, because it doesn't matter what these people say, because you got the Emperor here for you. That's nice. Beautiful. You have this Emperor who may be suddenly aware that they want to choose you, who there's their happiness, okay? That's fine. Okay, if an Emperor comes your way, no matter what kind of situation they were in the past, if they come as an Emperor, that is exactly what you deserve, because you're an Empress. So to turn away that would be not intelligent, but also, I don't know what you've been through. And this also could be a high-level soulmate, so just don't ever keep this person out of it, because not only is this Emperor here, but you have this Hierophant. Okay, they were here last time. Okay, they were here last read. All right, this Hierophant's here for you. You have the King of Swords here for you. You have Death here for you. And Now you have an emperor. So that's really good. Okay. And you're recovering from financial loss and being seen as romantic, charming, and creative. With this emperor and the 7 of cups in reverse energy, seeing you're not an option. There's no option. 4 of cups in reverse, 7 of cups in reverse. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, now you have this page of swords in reverse, and this emperor now knows that whoever this imposter was is very deceptive, manipulative. It was all talk. Okay, they were coached on how to approach this emperor to pretend to be you. Okay, but now it's all being seen. Okay, because everyone knows you're the star of the show. You are. You're the star of the show. There ain't no fucking question. Okay, there ain't no fucking question. All right, everybody knows it now. They can't even. It's just they're not. You're never going to stop. They understand that now. You're never going to give up. All right, so what's going to be the end result here for this whole situation? We know death's here. It's revolves around death. Whoever came up against you, you're manifesting that. You have this emperor here, suddenly aware they want to choose you. They'd see you're the one. They know they're not an option. And whoever these deceptive, manipulative people, they missed their opportunity because they were greedy. Now they're seen as burnt out. They have no off their path. Okay. And death is here for them. Okay, and judgment is also here. So judgment day is here for those who came up against you. So there we know. I mean, it's clear. It's almost over. Trust me, death and judgment are here. Okay, because there's 5 of wands, this conflict, this competition, this rivalry, this strife and tension. Now is what these people have amongst themselves. They're under judgment. They're all fighting with each other. And death is here just watching, waiting. Okay, just waiting because the end is here. All right, so let's get one last. What's going to come of it? What's going to come up with this emperor? Okay, what's this emperor going to bring to the table? Okay, what they're going to bring to the table is, I don't know how this has anything to do with it, but there is Wheel of Fortune in reverse here. Okay, so there's going to be bad karma here. Okay, so this emperor coming towards you is the bad karma. This is what these people will give them in this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, because this clearly shows that you solved the puzzle. They thought they were going to come in and take your prize. Okay, they knew you solved the puzzle, but they wanted to come take the prize. Okay, but now they're getting opposite of what they expected. They're not getting the prize. They're not destiny swapping, okay, because they wanted to win at all cost, okay? And winning at all cost really cost them, okay? And that's why they lost. And that's why they're the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And that is why death is here for them, like he was last reading. So everything always coincides. When I do them one after another, they always will coincide with each other. Because they're just continuations. I mean, it's really how it goes. That's not how much change do you expect within a 4-hour span, really. So let's see what we're working with. Okay, so just know there's a lot of heartbreak here. There's 3 of Swords. People are very heartbroken over the situation. It says the heart has been wounded, but know that the pain will make you stronger. In your case, that was. Okay, in their case, they cannot recover from this. This is unrecoverable heartbreak. Whoever came against you, because they can't do nothing about this. They're not even heartbroken about what they did. They're just heartbroken they got caught, because it's something they can never recover from. So they're stuck. All right, so you have this 3 of Cups here. You're going to have this celebration here, okay? You have this, your soul tribe. You're having a good time. Things are working out for you. You're all on point because the love is here with you. The lover's energy never left you, okay? You loving is heartbreaking for other people. You getting love causes heartbreak for these people. Ain't that something? Isn't that crazy? Okay, and your strength is really what makes these people weak at the end of the day. So you are completely in control of the situation because you have this Knight of Wands, this passionate, this amazing energy, okay, that is just fearless, and people do not know what to do. They've never seen it before. Okay, because you don't do what these people anticipate you to do. You just do the opposites. It's like they can't predict you. And that's why you are the best. And everybody loves you. Okay, trust me when I tell you, because I love you. All right, so let's get an overall energy here for the divine feminine collective. Please and thank you, God. Please and thank you. And then it's good. All right, let's do this. All right, wow. So what's the overall energy here? This confirms we're just there, right? Heartbreak, brother. These people are heartbroken over the situation. They're being seen in this Page of Swords in reverse energy, all deceptive, all talk. Okay, they got bad karma. Okay, you, on the other hand, is being seen as this Nine of Pentacles. You're this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you are independent and confident, so invest more in yourself, but you already know that. So you're a very luxurious individual. Okay, you're very self-sufficient. You don't need anybody. Okay, and you prove that day in and day out that you don't need anybody. And that is why you're in the situation you're in. Okay, and you also have the Six of Cups here, this unconditional love. Okay, you're being coming up very, very, very nostalgic about you. People are very happy. Okay, you know who else is here for you? This King of Swords. Because the King of Swords sees everything. And they know what you've been through. Okay, they know what you've been through. And how about that? The King of Cups is right behind there, too. Ain't that something? So just know this King of Cups is also here for you. They know that you are the one. Okay, whoa. I hate when that does that. It's like, come on. It's not supposed to do that. So good. You have this Emperor here. Maybe this King of Cups perhaps is this Emperor. That's what I'm assuming. Okay, because you have this Four of Pentacles here again. This confirms that there was a lot of greed here. They didn't want to share the wealth. They did everything to keep this away from you. Okay, but no, they're not getting the Wheel of Fortune. They're not getting your prize because you are the one who solved the puzzle. You're the one who gets this Wheel of Fortune. Okay, for everything there is a season, and for every time, for every matter under heaven, what goes around comes around. Okay, and that's exactly what happened here. The wheel is turning here. That's why the wheel is, fortune is in reverse there, and it's in the upright for you. It's your turn. It's your time now. These people, they fucked up. They got stuck in this cycle. All right, they try to keep this cycle going. No. You set them up. They fell right into it. Okay, and that's why Four of Swords, you're resting and relaxing over there. Rested and relaxing because you're retreating from the world to recharge your energy and gain perspective. Okay, you are rejuvenating, completely rejuvenated. Okay, and you also have this King of Pentacles here, so we know that you have this Emperor. So you have this King of Pentacles and this King of Cups, and we've seen the King of Swords. The only one we didn't see was the King of Wands. Okay, but just know we've seen everything so far. So the King of Pentacles is really what's going to get you to the next level. I mean, you'd be happy with just the King of Cups. You were happy with just the King of Cups, but this King of Pentacles will get you to the next level. And this Emperor energy is pretty attractive, actually. And I see it. Alright, and now they're trying to avoid judgment, okay? This, whoever these people are, they're in this Wheel of Fortune reverse energy, this burnt out, exhausted people. They're still trying to avoid judgment, but it's like, you can only, how much longer do you think you can, pull off this, competition, this strife, this conflict, this Five of Wands? It's done, okay? People are seeing this, okay? They can't act like what was before is happening now. It's not, it doesn't work. It doesn't work anymore. It's just not gonna, you're not gonna fall for the same tricks. You're not going to fall for the same tricks, that is for certain. I know you, and you won't. Okay, that's why they're stuck, because you won't fall for the same tricks, okay? They don't have any other tricks. They're a one-trick pony, okay? That's why I always say they're magician reverses. They're one-trick ponies, okay? They're stuck, okay? Because if you see through the trick, what else are they going to do? There's nothing else they can do, okay? Because now, not only are they in the Eight of Swords, but they're headed right to this Five of Pentacles. They know it. What else can they do? They cannot escape from what they did. It's already seen. You need it to go away for this to work for them. It's not going to work for them ever. So what's going to come of this? What's going to be, you have this Emperor here with you. You have your, death taking care of the situation again. You're being seen as romantic and charming again, creative. I mean, it's just the same as last read, really. Okay, and now you are clearly this Queen of Cups, okay? Everybody knows that. I mean, so it's just like, this is like clockwork. This is what I was saying. You're this Queen of Cups. You are this pure and innocent Queen of Cups that these people are attacking, and now death is here to handle this for you. Because you're really, really just a lovely person, and I just don't like what they did, okay? And this is why you have this Knight of Cups. You're a romantic, charming Queen of Cups. And they attacked you for that. You were so sweet. The love that you had was so sweet, and they did everything to destroy it. It was so gets me angry. It really does. But you just got to keep going with it, because Two of Pentacles in reverse, because these people are imbalanced. They're overwhelmed. Okay, they didn't see you coming back. Okay, you came back better. So realistically, they made you better. Like I said, you're this pure, innocent Queen of Cups. Okay, and that is why you're in the full energy. Okay, you're pure, and you have new beginnings here. And the universe especially does not like when somebody attacks a pure and innocent Queen of Cups. That's why Death is here, okay, in real time, looking for these people on his pale horse. His pale white horse, whatever, okay, because justice is here for them, okay, and Death is part of the justice squad, okay, and he is coming for them, okay, because there's no other explanation. What else is there to do here? Two of Wands, okay, you're already planning, you're already progressing, you already got, you know, things all different aspects, okay, people are coming your way, they want to work with you, they want to collaborate, okay, people know what you bring to the table, okay, they couldn't stop this, they could not keep track of you, they couldn't hold you down. You're in the bloodstream, you're around, okay, now you have this Two of Swords reversed. Now that's at a stalemate, okay, they want to avoid confrontation now. So a lot of these people, they're trying to delay the inevitable, but they're trapped with this Eight of Swords. It's just like they're in prison, putting off the inevitable, okay, they're refusing to make decisions. They're stuck in their closet somewhere. I mean, this isn't working for them, okay, because you have this Three of Pentacles. You're already working with people. You already have teamwork. You're already collaborating. It's like, this is only going to last so long, but it doesn't matter, like I said. It's almost over because they've been putting it off until now. They can only put it off for so much longer. It's almost over this year. That's why I told you this is going to be a doozy. Death's here for them. The holidays are here. Death comes around the holidays. He's here. Okay, here you go. There's another one for you. Three of Pentacles, because you have that teamwork, that collaboration. People see the value in you, and they want to work with you. Okay, people want to work with you. They want to collaborate because they know the value you bring to the table. Okay, and that's what's going to come up. And all this came from you being in hermit energy. Okay, you were able to soul search, become the best version of yourself, and you were able to avoid distractions. Okay, nobody could get to you. You were able to close your energy off. You were able to become a Queen of Swords, become a High Priestess. You were able to become a magician, all by being in hermit energy. And now you're very valuable, that's for sure. Okay, and now they want to put it to standstills, this the Hangman in reverse. They're not looking at things from the right perspective. They're resistant to change. This is why they're going to be forced. They have to be forced. They won't. They're just trying to hold on here. Okay, but they're stuck. So it's like we got to call the exterminator now. This fucking guy up here. We can't get rid of him. You know, these fucking. So yeah, they're gonna have to call on the exterminator here because these people, they don't want to go. Okay, and who's the exterminator? And who's gonna come? And we're gonna end it here. The King of Swords, that is. He's the exterminator, brother. Okay, Archangel Michael, the exterminator, we call him. Okay, Death and him, the exterminator duo. All right, so you know they are going to be dealt with, and they are going to be dealt with accordingly. Because whoever comes up against you, the end result will always be the same, and that's Death destroying them and sending their bitches all the way back to hell to never be seen or heard from again. And that's why we're Death Angels. So, see you tomorrow. Bye.